Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. Today, we are going to talk about how to improve our English speaking. The best way to improve your speaking skills is to speak.
Hi everyone. Yes, in this lesson we are going to discuss English. First of all, we need to know that the only way to improve our mastery of the English language is to speak more and more.
But some students say they have a speaking partner, but they don't know what to say, or they end up speaking in their own language with their partner. That doesn't help.
So, let's clear things up. We have 3 important tips to overcome problems in speaking English. Tip number 1, speaking comes last. What do we mean by that? If you have no idea what to say, what vocabulary to use, how to say it, and what tense to use, it is impossible to speak.
Exactly. First, you need to learn some words. For example, take the word career. A career means your job or profession. But just knowing this word is not enough. You need to learn some adjectives, verbs, nouns, and phrases that often go with career. These are called collocations.
Collocations are groups of words that often bright future. If you are a teacher, you can say a teaching career. If you work in a university, you can say an academic career.
You can also use verbs with career. For example, have a career, begin a career, or pursue a career.
Exactly. You can say to have a career, to embark on a career, which means to start a career, or to pursue a career, which means to follow a career. If a career is too difficult, you can give up a career, which means to stop pursuing it.
You can also use nouns with career. For example, career advice or career ladder. A ladder helps you climb up or down, so climbing up the career ladder means improving in your career. Career choice is when you choose which major to study or which degree to pursue.
You can also say career prospect, which means the future of the career and career opportunities. The first step is to learn new words and collocations.
The second step is to write first. Before you start speaking, you need to write. Why? Because when you speak, you need to think quickly. You don't have time to think about the structure or the words.
But when you write, you have time to play with the words and tenses, make new sentences, and memorize them. Then when you are in a situation, you can use these sentences easily. These are called prefabricated patterns or ready sentences that you can use in different situations.
For example, you can use the word career with the adjective promising and the verb have and say, I have a promising career. Or you can use the verb pursue with the adjective academic and the noun career and say, I pursue an academic career.
Or you can use the phrasal verb give up with the word career and say, I want to give up this career because of poor career prospects, meaning it doesn't have a good future. Write down these sentences and use them in conversations.
Now let's move on to step 3. Speaking. You need to start speaking, but how and with whom?
Well, you can talk to yourself. If you don't have a speaking partner, it's not a problem. You are your own speaking partner. You don't need anyone else.
What if you make mistakes? Who cares? You are learning something new, so of course you will make mistakes. If you never make mistakes, then you already know the language, right? Making mistakes is completely okay.
Exactly. It's fine to make big mistakes. You are learning, and even if there is no one to correct you, little by little you will improve. It takes time, just like climbing a ladder.
So, how can you talk to yourself? Imagine a situation. For example, you are in a meeting with someone and want to talk about your career. You can say, "Well, I pursue a promising career. I had an academic career, but I gave it up because it didn't have good career prospects. Now I am pursuing a new career."
That was tip number 1. Speaking comes last. Remember the 3 steps: learning words and collocations, writing before speaking, and talking to yourself. Now, let's move on to the second tip.
Tip number 2 is to think in English. How can you do that? There are 2 good ways. The first way is to keep a journal. Every morning, spend 5 to 10 minutes writing down what you want to do, but in English.
Exactly. Write about talking to a friend, going for a jog, taking a shower, or having breakfast. Write it all in English, and at night, write down what you did during the day. In the morning, you use future tenses, and at night, you use present perfect and simple past tenses. This helps improve your grammar.
For example, you can write, "Today I'm going to the gym at 10 a.m. Then I will talk to my friend. I will see my friend this evening."
The second way to think in English is to talk to yourself throughout the day. If you're walking on the street or alone in your room, talk to yourself. Think about your sentences in English. This helps you think in English step by step.
Imagine the weather, traffic, or someone saying something you didn't like. Talk to yourself in English.
That was tip number 2, think in English. Now tip number 3 is to build your confidence. Many students struggle with speaking in English because they don't practice enough. They are shy or lack self-confidence.
Talk to yourself. What if you make a mistake? That's okay. You are learning the language. What if you make a fool of yourself? Come on. What's the worst thing that can happen?
To build confidence, do 3 things. First, read aloud, whether it's a newspaper, magazine, book, or even your own texts. Read them aloud. Hearing your own voice helps you get used to it.
Sometimes our own voice sounds strange to us. Read aloud and let your ears hear your voice. This will help you become more confident.
Second, pretend you are speaking in front of an audience.
And third, keep improving your English skills. Work on your vocabulary, collocations, grammar, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Keep improving your knowledge.
That's it. Don't forget to do the things we asked you to do throughout this video. Let us know what you think.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, click subscribe. See you next time.